Hi there, welcome back to All Things Home Care. I'm your host Dana Arnone, and we are filming here from the Broadway Mall in Hicksville. We are live, so if anybody would like to come down and talk to us about home care, health care, or if you have any questions that you always wanted to ask and maybe you didn't, have the opportunity to talk to people, now's a great time to come down and have a conversation with us. I'm sitting here today with our recruitment and community team of Reliance Home Senior Services. We have Linda Polistin, social work, Mildred Garcia-Gallery, and Emmanuel. They are the ones that are out there in the field really trying to help us find wonderful home health aides and giving that education piece to people so that they understand what a great job home health aid. Thank you. Home health, that's a tongue twister if you think about it. Home health aid services and the opportunities that are afforded to people when they become a home health aide. The landscape of home care is changing. Who's entering into the job of a home health aide is changing. Their salaries are changing, which is all the way it should be.
Well-deserved.
Well, you got to talk into your mic.
Well-deserved. It's a well-deserved.
It is well-deserved.
Yes.
Okay, so I was going to just say, so for us, we are a little bit of a progressive company in the respect that we're going out and we're searching for people, and we're searching to help people to become a home health aide, or we're searching to give them that education and that information on the actual part of the job of being a home health aide. So, Linda, as a social worker, you and I talk about it all the time that you started out as a companion or as an aide. So did I. And then we moved on, through the years in our careers and became a social worker, a registered nurse. So it was a very good platform for us in order to, learn about the field of home health care, taking care of people. So how do you feel, if you were to talk to people about being an aide and moving on in your career, what was some advice you'd give them?
It's definitely a great job. Caring for people, it's having the love to care for someone. There's many benefits by caring for people. You can learn from them, they can learn from you, and knowing that you are able to help someone, to me, it's a great thing. If you can get someone to stay in their home, stay healthy, assist them with their needs, you should feel very proud of yourself. And it's a great opportunity also. You could, just like you mentioned before, from a home health aide, you can become a nurse and whatever you want to be. So the good thing is you can earn an income, you can help someone, and that's why we encourage others, people from the community who doesn't know. So we are there to guide them, to help them, so they can enter this career, because I think it's a great opportunity.
It is an opportunity. So one of the things that we have is Mildred and Emmanuel in the community going out there and really trying to talk to people and educating them both in the churches and in the communities. I'm going to local high schools. Mildred is the person that really visits a lot of our community centers and a lot of the high schools, talking to high school students and telling them about, college may not be for everybody. And so being a home health aide is an opportunity that people can learn from. Maybe they never thought of it before because they think of it as a certain way, but Mildred's really out there trying to help people understand that it is more than what you think it is, and it will afford you the opportunity and the flexibility if you do want to go to school one time. In our business, and we're not immune, we're the same, all the agencies are pretty similar. We have 4-hour cases, we have night shifts, we have weekends, so there's opportunities to do other things even if you're going to become a home health aide. So Mildred, when you're out there talking to people, what are the things that you find as the number one question that people ask you about the job, if you're talking to people about becoming a home health aide?
Well, most people that want to become a home health aide, a lot of people already are caretaking for maybe a loved one or someone. Of course, pay is always something that people want to know about. But also what I wanted to touch on a little bit is the 401k that Reliance provides, because that's something that it gives gives people that do home health aid work, it gives them a sense that we care about their future also. And so when I'm going out there, people are curious as to when they get to the home, what's the process. I really just want to say that I started off as a companion, and I do this work and I'm very passionate about it because I know that one of the most important factors in the home is the home health aide. And so if your loved one is staying home and they're staying home comfortably and safe, it's because the home health aide is doing a good job. So in this company, we try to recognize we're helping the families. It's the most important thing, and the people staying home safely, but we want to recognize the home health aide and the important job that they do, and the recognition that they should, that they deserve rightfully as well. So with that being said, this also is a job that most people don't realize that it makes you feel good. Like you're doing something that a lot of other people maybe they don't want to do. It's not for everybody. This job isn't for everybody. Everybody shouldn't be a home health aide. But if you're someone that's caring and loving and kind, or that you want to have purpose in life, this is a job that will give you that sense of feeling. And there's a lot of us that culturally we do this work and we care for our loved ones anyway. So there is something, a program that is called, if you want to talk about it, Consumer Direct, that most people, there's a lot of misconceptions to home care also. A lot of us don't know how to go on services, how to get on services. If you're a home health aide, who do you take care of? How do you go about if you want your loved one to get services? Well, these are all questions and answers that we have. So if you're already someone that is taking care of grandma or taking care of your aunt or someone that you've known forever, you can get paid to do this. It is a service that you're already providing, and it's something called Consumer Direct.
But they have to be a Medicaid a participant. They can't. It's not like Medicare or the state's going to pay them. Their loved one has to be on Medicaid.
Yes, and we also do the applications for Medicaid, so that is absolutely, see, knowledge is power. And so everybody that's listening that doesn't realize or know how to apply for community Medicaid or know that this is what's going to keep them home safely in the payer source, you should. And we can help you, and we can actually teach you. We can learn from each other, but we have a system set up that will handhold you and help you go through the whole process of applying for community Medicaid. So if you haven't and you need services, you really should. It's important to know.
So Mildred, if people are out there listening and if they're looking to have you come and speak, or if they're part of a church, or if they're part of a community center, how could they get in touch with you so that you can go? Because you'll go anywhere.
I will.
I'll tell you, she'll go
absolutely.
anywhere.
I am so, I can't even tell you how passionate I am about this, because knowledge is power, and giving people the right information to keep their loved ones home safely, or to just to do this work, is very important. And all the misconceptions we need to talk about, and we need to get it out there for everyone to start this conversation. So what were you asking me?
I forgot.
I lost it.
No, I'm saying so. Yeah, if somebody.
Oh, so you can reach me. Okay.
I think Anthony wants to be on camera because he's talking from behind the camera.
Okay. So all right. So you can reach me at Reliance Home Senior Services, and the telephone number is 516-308-4840, or I'm going to give you my cell because I want you to get in contact with me. 917-751-6439. And I am eager to talk to anybody that wants to have this conversation in a community center, in your local church,
the library,
anywhere that you want to have this conversation. We would love to. And like I said, this is all free information that we're giving, because we know that you need it. And then as far as the business part of it, we know that we can provide exactly what you need because we're doing it already, and we're proud of what we're doing. So we're happy to share, and we need everybody to come join us. Together we can do more than we can do apart.
Okay, so Emmanuel is new to our company,
yes,
and he's been a blessing so far.
Yes.
And one of the things that Emmanuel does is you're a minister of a church, and what we really wanted to do is to get out there and talk to church members and go to the local churches, because there's such a need in the community for employment opportunities, for education opportunities, and for help. So Emmanuel, tell people a little bit about how you're working with us and what your goal is with us, and how maybe the church is a good place for us to go talk to.
Well, thank you. It's an honor to be in the show this morning.
Thank you.
And also to work as a public relation for Alliance. So it's my honor, it's a blessing. Yes, the churches play a very vital role in our community. In terms like a lot of people in needs, people are facing challenges, jobs wise, and other areas that they need. So since I've been here for the past month, here so far in the churches, it's been working out very well. A lot of ministers in terms interact with them, dialogue with them, explaining to them, especially the needs of the community. So so far we had a church that we just did on Sunday. That was a perfect example in Elmont. In that church we were able to sign up 30 people that's interested in going to school to increase their skills, people that's interested was already HHA, Home Health Aid Certified, where we have jobs available for them that we can help them and and some of the, them looking for more hours, more opportunity, looking for part-time job, looking for extra income. So we're able to serve them. So far the program is going very well in terms of building a relationship with the churches, a network with the churches, a network with the elected officials. So that's something that we all need and they all need. So far that we'll continue to build that bridge with churches, ministers, and that's why as of next month, actually coming up, I'll be hosting a breakfast where we can interact with all the ministers, talking about things services that's available to the community. How can we help the community? How can we impact? So these are ways that we can help the community.
100%. It's funny because I never thought of myself as going to a Haitian church and speaking in front of a congregation, but here I am. So Mildred and I had the blessing of going last week. We were at the church at 8 a.m. And it's funny because even though we had no idea what was being said because it was in Creole, you could feel that it was the right place for us to be. And they welcomed us, and I was talking. I'm going to learn Creole.
You should.
I should. By now, I should. I don't know why.
I wanted to say
you can't hear. They can't hear you.
Oh, can't hear me? Okay. Well, with the churches. It's important because we feel that not only can we give them the information, but we can help. We're going to people that can use the help, and we're bringing information that you really don't know, and that you won't know until you get to the place where then you have to figure it out, and that's not where you want to be. You want to have the information and the wherewithal how to go about doing it, and actually also being able to decide who you want in your house. Do you want to come to a company and hire a home health aide, which the home health aides that we hire, they have to go through training. They also have to be fingerprinted, so there's no one going into your house that's just off the street. People that are home health aides are trained, and also Dana has other programs that she has just to make sure that people are home safely that other companies really don't do.
No, but I think that one of the things that sets us apart is that, through the years, Linda and I have done a lot of things together, and the faith that Linda and I have shared through the years is really something that has bonded us. And we always talked about, churches and the importance. Whenever we had people, they would always come from Linda's church, and they were always kind and caring and nurturing people that want to do the job. So going into the churches and speaking to them is a natural progression for us. So I would have to think that Reliance is one of the only companies, I would think, I don't know, that I have no problem going to a church and speaking to the congregation. Although it's a little weird thinking, they want me in the middle of their service to talk about, the needs of both their congregation and how we can help service them. But it just made a perfect sense. And from the reaction that Emmanuel got after we left, it seemed to be the right place for us to be. So if there's a church out there, a minister out there, or anybody that says, hey, I'd like you to come talk to our congregation.
And it doesn't have to be English. It can be Creole, it can be Spanish.
Yes, that's true. We are happy to go. We're thrilled to go. You can contact Emmanuel. You can give the phone number to them as well, Emmanuel, of how you can get in touch with him, and he can set up appointments. We will go basically anywhere, just so that we can have that conversation. The other thing that Emmanuel does for us that I had fought off for a long time, but I guess I'm giving in now, is that we are going to the local politicians to talk to them about the needs of the elderly and how home health care really sucks. Can I say that?
Yeah,
Okay,
and
thank you.
well,
They can't hear you.
Well, we know that it definitely is subpar, and we know that we have to raise the standard of care because we need to. We're all going to get old. We're all going to get there. So we at least are at the place where we can say, all right, if we set a plan for the future, at least we know our care is going to be better than the care that's given now. And that's what we're trying to institute here. A fast-forward way of thinking, that progressive way of thinking to say, okay, you're going to have to come and join us if you want to make sure that your care is going to be good. Because we know we can't rely on, everybody. The state we're going to because we need legislation. We need everybody to call their assembly people, to call their legislation, to say, do something about transportation so that people can get to work. Raise the amount that you're going to give for home care because people need to stay home. And how do you stay home? Well, you got to pay for home care. It costs money. So there's so many conversations that we all need to have. But on the political end, if there are any politicians that are listening that want to join us? This conversation.
Call Mildred.
Please.
Don't call Dana.
No,
Call
this
Mildred.
is a platform that we
Or
all
Emmanuel.
that we all need, and the fact that Reliance Home Senior Services, Dana, and All Things Home Care is bringing this Nassau County, this little company, is bringing progressive thinking on a small level. We sound and we look big, but we're really not. But we're just trying to do things to make home care better. It's
Make
not
a
that
difference.
Yes, and it's not that difficult. And together we can do more than just the four of us sitting here. So please come on and join us. Help
But
us.
we are starting here. So,
Yes.
Emmanuel, do me a favor. So, as far as if there's ministers out there or when you're going to share this to people, what would you tell them? That we would we'll happily come down there. We will happily, give the conversation some food for thought. We do want to, employ people. We want to give them those opportunities to better themselves and to better their families. I'm not going to say what the rates are, but the rates for the home health aides are going up. They are going to get, a decent living. I'm not going to say they're going to get rich, but they're definitely going to be able to help feed their families and provide some extra income at the home.
It's a job like other jobs, but this job, you don't just.
It's a job like any other job. It's a good paying job, but also you're helping a life. It's not just you're working at a desk or you're hanging up clothing. If you're a person that wants to have purpose in your life, this is a job that's going to make you feel good about yourself and about who you're helping.
It's true. Very true. So, Emmanuel, how can people get in touch with you? What's the best way? Because you're not in the office. We are not office people here. So, getting in touch with Emmanuel or Mildred or Linda, that's in the field because they're field community people out there, talking to. If they're in the office, then I'm doing my job wrong. So you have to be out in the field and you got to be out there talking to people. So again, Emmanuel, how can people get in touch with you?
If you're interested in getting in touch with me, to come to your church, to do group presentations, to speak to your audience, to your congregation. I am very flexible, and any days of the week or any days and Sundays, my number I can be reached is my cell is 347 area code 998-4088. Once again, it's 347 area code 998-4088. Please feel free to reach me anytime. I'm a pastor ministers as well, so we can dialogue and to see how the best way that we can help our community and promote it. And our mission, our motto here at Reliance is caring and is our passion.
Well said. See, we got God on our side, so we can't fail. So we're only going up from here. So
We're held to a high standard because of
yes.
that.
Well, listen, I always say that we're not a perfect company. Things happen, life happens, but we do try to make that change, and we do try to right the wrong. That's the only thing I can say. The other thing I just want to mention before we close this out is that we at Reliance hold open houses for families once a month. We just had our first open house this week, and I thought it was very successful. We're going to answer those questions for families that they may have when they're entering into home health care, or if they're starting to say, I might want someone to come into my home, or even bring their loved one with them that's about to be the receiver of the care. We have it usually once a month at the end of every month. We usually want to talk to people so that their expectations of home care, we can meet those expectations and we can have a conversation so that when they start the process or when they're actually receiving the in-home care, that they're going to have a little bit of a base knowledge. It may not go perfect. It does make a big difference. And I have to say, you want to say something?
I just wanted to say that I'm so
Right
sorry.
on my hand.
Our goal is to make a difference in the community, in people's life, and even in the home care services. I know there's a lot of agency out there, but I have to say that I'm very proud of Reliance because there's a big difference. We're offering things that no one is doing right now.
Well, I think having a minister on staff is a good way to start. I think that's pretty good.
One thing though about Reliance, we are not waiting for the community to come to us, but we are going to the community.
Yes, that's why we're in the mall
to touch
right now.
life and make a difference, make an impact. Not only caring for your loved one at home, but also providing jobs, school, training. So these are the things that the community need.
Yes.
So it's extremely important, and that's what the difference is in terms of Reliance in compared to other agencies. Because the fact that we don't, not an agency that's on standby, but an agency of action. And actions speak louder than words. So when you care for people and you have a passion, you have a great president like Dana that care for his community, care
Preach
for the
it, Pastor,
people.
preach it.
So it make a difference. It make an impact. So going to the churches, going to those places, that's showing, hey, I'm here, I want to serve my community.
Yes.
And not only serving the community, people at home that in need of home care, but I want to help the community every way I can. And that make a difference, and that make it a big difference,
Well, I hope
and
it
that
makes
make an
a difference,
impact.
yeah.
And people feel see, not only they see, but they feel connected, and people feel appreciated, and people feel honored. Not only you come into our agency to work, but where agency can provide you medical benefit, 401k for your retirement, for your future. So these are the things that is important for you. And I have the honor of sitting with the Secretary of Labor of the United States Department of Labor. And I remember that he's a pastor. You're a pastor in the community. Your job is to help this community, jobs, every way you can. That's why I'm sitting here at Reliance. It reminds me the meeting that we had, that meeting there was a purpose behind it.
Yes.
So that make an impact.
Thank
so each
you.
time that you help someone, get them a job, train them, you feed a family, you touch a life. And at the end of the day, people will say, well, you know what, this agency had put food on my table and helping somebody.
Listen, as long as they don't mind that I don't speak Creole or I don't speak Spanish and I'm in strictly English all the way, I always have my translators with me.
I wanted to touch on something also,
Yes.
because he was bringing up the community. And for our community high school students or our community youth that is, I feel, somehow getting disconnected to human care because of many different reasons. Computers, many different reasons. But I want to reach out to you. I also wasn't a kid that was college bound directly from high school. It wasn't an option for me. Not everybody has that luxury and that option. If it's not an option for you, if you don't know what you want to do, but you're a kind person or you're just unsure, try to start off at Homecare. You start off with a certificate that says that you've learned something, that you know how to do something, that you can provide something to the world, something good. So I'm reaching out to all of those to say that if college is not for you, try to become a home health aide.
And I'm sorry. And if college is for you as well,
Yes.
I'm saying, if college is for you as well, it's a good thing to start if you want to go in
Yes.
healthcare,
Absolutely.
nursing, medical school. It's a good way
Absolutely.
to start as well.
It is. It's a good stepping stone. What we've spoken about the other demographics, and I'm talking to that youth because the youth, at the end of the day, the people that are coming behind us are the ones that are going to take care of us.
Correct.
So we want to make sure that they have a moral compass in them, and we want to those people before the streets get them or before something else gets them. Home care can set plant something in you that will last a lifetime because you're starting off with care. You don't go from being a caretaker to doing something that's going to be illegal usually.
Right. It's
because
leading
now you
you
have the
to-
care in you. And so I'm reaching out to that particular, to those people like me that didn't know what they were going to do tomorrow, that their options weren't so many. But I could have gone either way. But the good thankfully took over because I chose something to do that was worthwhile, that was worth goodness, that brought something to somebody rather than myself. And it showed me that my life wasn't so bad, that the problems that I had, yeah, they were problems, but people have bigger problems. And when you only see your own problems, you don't realize that they may not be that big.
Right.
So that's really why I just want to say, for those people, please try home care. And for all those that are going in nursing, and this is a great stepping stone because it will teach you, it'll show you if this is really what you want to do because you're in the nitty gritty of someone's home.
Correct.
Yeah.
And I just want to say a quick thing. The other day I had a dialogue with a young lady. She's going to school to be a nurse. But then I said, hey, why are you going to school being a nurse? That's her passion. That's what she want to do, be a nurse. And I said the best way to start it, I come from a social service background, case management, deal with the populations in the area for 20 years. But it's become a home health aide and doing the clinical part. And while you're doing the home health aide and learning the reality, then you go into school. So sometimes for you to understand people, you have to be in people's shoes. And these people that you are taking for, you're caring for, it's like it could have been yourself, it could have been anybody. So that's like your loved one. So that's how make an impact. But one thing I want to make sure that I wanted the audience that's listening to this show, that Reliance is not just providing home care, hiring for HHA, but also we're in the process of school. If people that want to learn English as a second language to increase your language barrier, that's something that's important as well, that we are working very hard to make it help in the
Well,
community.
you know what it is that we see where home health care is faltering. And, we listen to our families and the complaints, and I get yelled at every day. So instead I don't want to get yelled at anymore. So we're trying to fix what the problems are. But I know that we're going to have to wrap this up. So we've been here for a while. We appreciate all the people that came to talk to us. I just want to go through it one more time. Linda, if they want to get in touch with you, if someone's out there, because everybody knows Linda Polistin.
516
Oh, here.
516
Forgot.
322-2613. I repeat, it's 516-322-2613.
Perfect. And Mildred, so if there's people out there in the community, again, want you to come to the community to talk to them, or they're to the local library. I mean, you go to the libraries all the time. You go into the community centers, high schools. If there's people out there, they want you to come talk, where are they going to find you?
You can reach me at 516-308-4840. That's the office. But my
If she's
cell,
in the office, she's not doing her job, so don't call her that.
My cell, that's a secondary number. My cell is 917-751-6439.
Perfect. And Emmanuel, you too.
As a public relation person, you can always reach me at my cell phone at 347 area code 998-4088. Once again, it's 347 area code 998-4088. I'm available anytime for group presentation, job fair, events. I will be here to assist you
Thank
every
you.
weekend.
If you're looking
Thank
for
you.
work, if you're a home health aide and you're looking for work, we have an abundance of it. 516-308-4840 or 917-751-6439. If you're looking for home health aide work, we have an abundance of work. Thank you.
Or, you can also access our website, which is reliancehssny.com. There is a way on there that you can apply for a job, or you can send us an email inquiring about, what services we have. Well, it says all the services, but if you want to look to become a home health aide and how we could help you get to school to be a home health aide, we have those programs as well. So again, you can reach us at our office at Reliance Home Senior Services, 516-308-4840, or our website, which is reliancehssny.com. I thank you guys. We have a perfect team, dream team.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Hi there. It's me again, Dana Arnone from All Things Homecare. Just wanted to remind everybody to find us on Facebook, iTunes, or Google Play. Follow our podcast. Let me know what you think. If you have any suggestions of information that maybe you'd like to hear, or it's something that you can have some help with, or some guest that you might like to see on the podcast, or maybe you yourself want to be on our podcast, we'd love to have you. So give us a call here, 516-308-4840. Visit us on our website, reliancehssny.com. You can talk to me through the website. Please let us know what you're thinking.